Today we're looking at Warman, Martensville, and Saskatoon. We're talking about the growth, lifestyle, and cost of living in each place to see which one is best. I'm Chris Molinar, local real estate agent. Drop me an email or send me a text. My information is down below if you're thinking of a move in the area, but let's jump into the video. Warman is the 9th largest city in Saskatchewan and is located about 20 minutes from town, just northeast of Saskatoon, and is about a 15-minute commute. Martensville is a very similar commute and is located directly straight north of Saskatoon. Both towns are growing rapidly, Warman being the fastest growing small city in Saskatchewan. Warman's population is over 12,000 and is up 12.7% from 2016. Martensville is about 10,500, up about 9% from 2016. Both Warman and Martensville have a really great small town feel to them. Warman is served by Prairie Spirit School Division with 4 schools, including Warman High School. Martensville has 3 public elementary schools, 1 Catholic elementary school, and a high school. In Martensville, there was 178 real estate sales in the past 12 months. The highest priced home out of that information was a 2,700 square foot 2-story home, a little bit over $840,000. It was a walkout backing onto a park, school, and was built in around 2007. In Warman, there was just over 220 sales in the past 12 months. The highest sale in Warman in that same time period was over $1 million and was a 2,100 square foot bungalow built in 2011 with a walkout basement backing onto Legends Golf Course. The average price in Saskatoon in the past year was $374,000. The average price in Warman was just over $400,000, and the average price in Martensville was around $370,000. Now, at first glance, you might say, well, hey, how come Warman and Martensville aren't more affordable? But here are some factors you might consider. In that data, there was only 6 apartments in Martensville that popped up. Most of the condos available were actually townhomes. In Warman, there was a few more condo sales that popped up in terms of apartments, but most of them were actually substantially newer buildings, as when you look in Saskatoon, you have to consider the large pocket of the inner city affordable housing, and as well a lot of the older condominium developments that you'll find in Saskatoon for more affordable prices. So when you look at the averages, that is a big considering factor. Another notable mention, that $1 million property in Warman, the taxes per year on that property were around $7,000. When I looked within the last 3 years for similar properties in Saskatoon for the year built and the square footage, you will see taxes anywhere from $8,000 a year up to $10,000 a year. It's kind of hard to compare properties because it's apples to oranges, but when you look generally at the property taxes, it is definitely more affordable in Warman. Generally speaking, in Warman and Martensville, even if you were to compare apples to apples and say that the prices are the same, let's just say they are, you do still definitely get a little bit more house in square footage, a little bit newer house, and also a substantially larger yard than what you would comparing apples to apples in Saskatoon versus Warman and Martensville. Warman is a tight-knit community, and you will notice that as soon as you drive into town. People drive a little bit more slow. People are always waving and saying hi to you. All of the kids ride their bike from school back home, and it's generally a much safer community than some of the areas in Saskatoon. Martensville has a very strong community spirit. They have a ton of really great festivals that are hosted there annually. And if you work in the North Industrial area, the commute from Warman or Martensville to the North Industrial is going to be the same commute, if not better, than what you'd find almost anywhere else in Saskatoon City. Both cities, Warman and Martensville, however, have the great small town feel with the close commute and convenience of a big city with its proximity to Saskatoon. Warman has 10 parks with playground structures and 4 parks with lakes or ponds. In Warman, there's all kinds of baseball diamonds, soccer fields, tennis courts, horseshoe pits, and a professional level skate park and BMX track. You'll see a water spray park, community garden with 38 plots, cross-country ski trails, and 32 RV stalls. There's over 75 family fun programs run throughout the year from various facilities, including the Warman Home Center Communiplex, Diamond Rodeo Arena, and Brian King Center. Martensville also has a ton of parks, pathways, and cross-country ski trails. These facilities offer outdoor activities year-round. The indoor recreational facilities in Martensville include the Martensville Civic Center, the Heritage Center, Martensville Athletic Pavilion, Northridge Centennial Community Center, and Martensville Sports Center. The outdoor recreational facilities include Martensville Pump Track, Martensville Aquatic Center, and Kyle Soren Skate Park. Martensville also has a lot of baseball diamonds, outdoor skating rinks, soccer pitches, and tennis courts. Both towns of Warman and Martensville are very strong hockey communities for parents and children in the sport of hockey. The Warman commercial area in the north of the city is growing substantially, and then the residential area in Martensville on the east side of town is also growing substantially, and you'll find that the distance between Warman and Martensville is only about 10 minutes from one to the next. Investors looking to consider Warman or Martensville might find that, of course, because of the lower inventory numbers, because of the smaller cities, there are fewer opportunities for investment, but what you will also find is that there's a strong demand for rental property in Warman and Martensville because there's a certain specific number of people that only really want to live in those communities. Warman has the hospital there in town. Martensville has the ambulance center there in town. You would think that Warman in general would be the more desirable option because of the pricing, because of the fact that it's on the way to Prince Albert, because of the highway. But I will tell you that in my experience, there's a large number of buyers that will only consider Martensville and won't consider Warman. And really, the same is true on the reverse. Yet, there is a certain percentage of buyers that will consider both communities. And I would say those are most likely people that commute to Saskatoon because, of course, not everybody that lives in Warman and Martensville commutes to Saskatoon. Martensville is slightly cheaper, of course, but Warman has the golf course, yet Martensville has Kinsman Park. What's your take? Do you like Warman, Martensville, or Saskatoon? Thanks for being here today. If you're looking to move somewhere in the area, send me an email, give me a call, send me a text message. My information's in the description below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on this video next. Have a fantastic day.